Revolution. Welcome to another edition of Shoot and Plank. Today we're going to be talking about gun belts. Now a lot of you I know that really haven't got into like concealed carry or anything like that. On gun belts you're just thinking about something like this, like the Old West. Like I've got my Ruger Wrangler in here. Back in the days when you had quick draw artists and all that sort of stuff. Well, you want a good gun belt just like this one is. In fact, we're going to take it off because we're going to be talking about other gun belts. Different type. And I got this one on pretty good. This is one of them that's got the old leather straps down below and has this little flap here that goes underneath. That's what it was made for. I mean, it's really a good gun belt. It was for wearing on the outside. But what about the concealed carry and all that sort of stuff? Well, that's important too. As I said, this is a good one, a good holster, the whole works. Put it over here. Okay, now what we're going to do is we're going to talk about these, and we'll bring you up just a wee bit closer to show you. Okay, as I said, we'll branch up here a little closer to look at these, and I got a couple of different types here. These are both We the People gun belts, and you want a very good quality. You don't want something like this that I've got on, which I'll show you here in a second when I start talking about this one. But this one has got even divers type reinforcement. You can see it's not just straight, even though this is very, very good leather, as the company says they're patriotic cows that gave you the leather. Anyway, it is reinforced. You can see the webbing in between here and also the diver suit type stuff back here. This is a lifetime warranty on this belt, in fact. Well, here's the thing about it. It's a belt that you don't have to wear on the outside like you did with this one that I was showing you. But you can wear it on the outside and say put a leather holster on it. It's great. But it can also be used as a regular belt. In fact, I've used it in my conservation job as my work belt. And what's nice about these is, why would it be a gun belt then? Okay, because it is stiff. It will carry. You can notice it isn't real flexible otherwise, but it works great. It's got even reinforcement here. It's got screws, not just snaps, but screws in it. And good heavy buckle, or you take those screws out and put your other type of buckle on it if you want. But here's the thing about it. We'll use this right here. This happens to be a Ruger Security 380, and this is an inside the waist. So with it like that, and we'll put it on here. I want you to see how this fits. See how good this fits? It really fits in there. It's locked on. You cannot pull that off. That's what you want. So now with this, if you really want to, and you have to, and you can't, you can take this, pull it around over on this side, and put it on just like a regular belt. I'll lift it up here. And I'll show you. I'll back you off again so you can see what I'm talking about. Okay, you can see what I'm talking about now. So you can do it as a regular gun belt, just like that other one if you want, and have this on the inside. The only thing is, it isn't concealed all that well. So with this one though, you can put it on like a regular belt, just like the one I have here, and then snap it over the top, whereas you should, to be an inside the waist all the way and concealed. And I'll show you on what it would look like with the other type too while we're at it. I'll take this off. And you just snap that over, by the way. You wouldn't run it through like that. And here, this is a Ruger Max 9, and I'll show you how that would fit. Now these, of course, you put inside your waist like this. But with this, it'd be the same thing. You'd have your belt, you'd have it, snap it over the top. Now, you got your material in here, and this, of course, is catching into the material, and I'll show you this right here. You can see that it fits right up into here. I hope you can. See how it fits in there? Okay, that's what you want, because you're going to have your pants between here, of course, and then that's going to fit right over. But by being thick, such as this is, and reinforced, that'll hold good. You won't be able to get it out of there. And if you wanted, I guess you could use this as an outside the waist and put the buckle on, or the belt on like I showed you. But I don't think it'd work as well, because this is really made, with these, it's really made to hook inside. Now, We're going to talk about a web one. All right, as I said, we're going to talk about the web style. And there's a couple of things I want to talk to you about this. You can do the same thing that you did with this. And here's what you want on a web style. And this, again, is a lifetime warranty. And it's a We the People one. But you'll notice there's, well, more than a couple of things. These ribs, this is a ratchet style. So that you just pull it up and it stops wherever it's at. The problem is you get some of these cheaper ones like I have on here that I'll show you in a second. They don't always catch that well. You stoop over or something, you feel it let go. These are different. Plus, here's one of the big things you want. With this, you pinch on it, like say pinch on it like this. This would actually bow. You pinch on this one, it's not going to bow because it's so reinforced and so good. That's why you want a definite, when you're getting one of these, get a definite gun belt. Don't get one of these that you see that's cheaper and that, you know, oh yeah, they work for guns. No, they don't. They don't work that well. You want something that's really reinforced like this is, and a true gun belt where it's tight. Now, it's a little bit stiffer than this one too. And I'll show you on this one here. Hang on. Okay, I'll show you on this one. Get the belt out of here and this far. There we go. You can see it's actually a little thinner, and I'm not going to hold that one up, but it is. This is a little bit thinner. Plus, look at a bow. See how it bows? You don't want that. That is not a very good gun belt, although this will. And I'll show you, it will work. I've used it a lot. I got to just find the loop again here. There we go. Okay, I'm going to show you on the over the outside of the waist gun, the Max 9. You can see you take it like this. You take your waistband, and you put it in just like this. Now, this will, but it just does not catch as good, although now I got it worked around, it will. This is a little thinner, but I've got it in, and that's what you want. You want one that's going to hold good. Okay, this one does hold for that purpose, but it's just not like this one that I showed you, which is just a wee bit wider, and again, stiff as all get out. It won't bend, which is good. So now I'm going to show you something else on that belt you need to know about. Okay, these We the People belts, in fact, even the type that I showed you that I've got on, this weaker one, it works real good for everyday use. This is actually a good everyday use, and this can be too. And that's what eventually I probably will be wearing it, but I have not trimmed it. Now, what am I talking about on the trimming? These are shipped out very long, as you can see. It's long, real long. It go around me about twice. So what do? Well, the one thing you're going to do is trim it. You're going to cut it off. Here's the problem. People have cut these off, and then it's like, oh, what did I do? Because they cut it off on this end. Do not cut it from this end. This right down here, you see this little tab right here? Okay, that opens this up. Inside this is in there. So what you do is you take it out, you measure it. In fact, if you got a belt like this, measure it with that. But always remember, you're going to have this much of it. Measure it out, and then cut it at that point. And if you think that maybe you're going to gain or lose some weight, cut it accordingly so that you got a little bit more adjustment. Just don't make it so that it's right up to, okay, hey, that's perfect, and then all of a sudden you eat a few too many pizzas and bloop, oh boy, I just gained some weight. So that's what you want to do with this. Make sure that you trim it from this end. Just pop this open, because this comes open. You can see it right there. I just popped it open. See the teeth on there? Okay, that's what holds it in here. See how it comes out? We'll take it out. Like that. This is the end, the flat end. That's where you want to do it. Now you stick that back in here, just like that. Push it down, and she's caught in place. And that's all you do with these, to trim them. But again, give yourself a little slack, both directions. That's important. And I've still got to trim this one, as you can tell, because look how many times I'm wrapping this thing. But that's what you want with these web belts. There's a lot of these on the market that are cheapies, and I'll tell you something else that's cheap on them. The buckle on this is very heavy, very well built. Stuff's made in the USA. And you get some of that cheapy stuff. It don't hold right, it breaks. And this gadget right down here is where it breaks a lot of times. See this thing? That's what releases it, so that you can get your, if you gotta get your pants off or whatever, just hit that, slide it out. Otherwise, you just, well, I'll show you here. This is how it works, and this is what you want to hold good. You put this in like this, put it on this way so you can see. Okay, you put your pants on or whatever, put your belt in, and you take this and you push it in. Hear it ratchet? It's automatically doing it. Now, try to pull it apart. You're not going to. That's why this is important, because you have to pick this up, and you notice it moves it, pick it all the way up, and it comes out. That's what you do with these ratchet buckles. And again, make sure you got a good buckle and a good belt, and the people one, it's about as good as you can go. Yes, a little bit more expensive. Just look for the sales. In fact, right now I think they got 25% off of everything on their website. It's not a bad deal. And those leather belts, I got 2 of these because they had them. I got the brown and I got the black because they had them 2 for 1. Not a bad deal. So I got some. Anyway, that's what I want to talk to you about, are gun belts. And I give you a little bit of background here on what you want to look for, especially for your concealed carry stuff like that, or just regular carry even, outside the waist like this. You want something that's going to hold good, because you go to draw, yeah, this one drew fine. You don't want one that's weak and it won't let you do it. So until next time, shoot safe and have a great day of plinking.